I don't have anything to do today. Work-life balance. Hi friends. It is actually Wednesday, the 8th. I did record yesterday. My work time when my toddler's normally asleep. I was taking my father-in-law to an appointment, so there's no footage from that day. But I did listen to my lecture in the car. I did get work done. I'm missing an eyebrow. Listen, long story. There's another video about it. I don't have anything to do today, so I'm gonna do my nails instead. And I don't think I'm gonna record it. I don't think I'm gonna record it at all. Because it's not exciting. I'm not like an expert on anything. I truly, really and truly do not know what I'm doing. Yeah, I might just take this week off, honestly. Or I'll make this video into something else. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I almost said the algorithm. What the algorithm up here is wanting to do. I didn't want this whole video to be a complete waste, so I'm going to use it to drop some knowledge and some information that I feel is most beneficial. I have no footage from doing schoolwork this week whatsoever. I was just doing schoolwork and momming at the same time. So what I wanted to talk about today is specifically work-life balance. Having a work-life balance is so important, and a lot of people don't understand that what they're doing isn't necessarily a good balance. What I mean by that is if you are an SLP and specifically in the school system, if you get asked often to do extra duties that aren't necessarily related to your job, and as a result you're taking work home, that's not a good balance. That's not fair to you. You're not getting paid outside your contract hours. And what my mentor said that really stuck with me was, if you set that expectation early that you will do that, when you don't do that, when you don't show up to do it, or if you leave the job, the next person coming in will be expected to do that because that's how the last person did it. Having healthy boundaries between work and life is very important and also really hard to do. So she gave me a couple little rote phrases that you can use if you're asked to do that. And this is kind of specific to the school system because that's what we were talking about. But you can say something like, sure, I can do that. However, if I do not get this done, I'm not going to take it home. And these IEPs will not be done in time for these meetings. Is that what you would like? We can, go over and not have these ready and be out of compliance. They're not going to say yeah. And, the downside to that is it's going to be someone else's job to do it. Since I'm in grad school and I don't have a traditional job outside the house, I do a lot of schoolwork during the day and in the evening time. Last week or the week before, when I had my little sad time or whatever. Am I about to cry right now? Maybe. I did not have a very good work-life balance, and I know that, but hindsight 2020. I taught for so long here and never even got to the point. None of this information was actually relevant. Anyway, point being, I was stacking my day with so much stuff that I never got to enjoy my time. That's all I'm saying here. That's it. Why did I talk for 15 minutes about my schedule? I am someone who thrives better when my mind is stimulated and I'm actively doing something. I think that's part of the problem. That is most definitely part of the problem. But I could have done something else, like a puzzle. By the way, that puzzle did not get done. Anyway, it went back in the box. That's gonna have to wait for another day. It was more frustrating than it was fun. Point is, even after our toddler was asleep, my mind was elsewhere. I wasn't able to really disconnect from schoolwork or everything else going on in my life. I couldn't relax. It's not sustainable. Once I got into grad school and I was told, or we were all told, that we are stuck in our cohort, we can't take more classes outside of what the whole cohort is taking, I was like, that sucks. And then I tried to rationalize, well, the program it's a little bit longer, I'll be in school for longer, but when I'm not doing schoolwork specifically for my classes, I can look at peer-reviewed articles and put together some like therapy stuff, and I can have a whole, fat stack of therapy materials that I can use when I graduate, because I'm going to work in early intervention and I'm going to need this, and I might work in the school system, so I'll need that. I severely stressed myself out for something that's not required of me. And when I didn't show up for myself to either finish it or to take a break, I burnt out. So all that to say, taking a break is perfectly fine. It's normal to take a break. And not only is it fine and normal to take a break, it's required. So this semester going into it, I still kind of had that overachiever mentality, but this time I was more structured in how I go about my day. I do have timers and Google Tasks that remind me to do things at a certain time. I was making it a point to build that habit of like, okay, I'm only going to study for an hour. And then I was like, how can I utilize the rest of my day so I'm not cramming so much schoolwork all in one, but also still like show up and be the mom that I want to be. Happy medium is that for 10-15 minutes a day, I read my textbook to my toddler. She wants to look anyway. She thinks the tablet's fun. Just for 10-15 minutes a day, however long she cares, really. When she's done, I'm done. And then when she takes a nap, I'm gonna do like the dishes, put some laundry away, and then after that, I'm gonna relax. So I spent a lot of time playing Animal Crossing. It's very much needed. And when I came back to the information later, I realized like I had more excitement for it. I was more ready to do it. It didn't feel like a chore. It felt like I get to do this, not I have to do this. So going back to work-life balance that my awesome mentor was telling me about from the ASHA STEP program, still highly recommend everyone sign up for that. Your time off is your time off. No one's gonna die. It's not on you to save everybody. We should be able to enjoy our grad school career and find some enjoyment in learning. I think all of us enjoy learning in some kind of capacity. It's the pressure and stress of like, I have to know this, or I'm not going to graduate, or I'm not going to get good grades, or I'm going to fail out and they're going to kick me out. I mean, do the work, but also set time aside for you. Google Tasks set up now. I have blocked in time to play games and to relax and to craft. The crafting thing, okay, that's mainly because I have a lot of craft projects in there. Point is, block in you time. This is so disorganized. Number one, work-life balance is more important than you think. Work-life balance doesn't just help you, it helps the person coming after you. Number three, no one's gonna die. It will get done, it just won't get done by you. Block time for you. This was so rambly and so long. Make time for you, be kind to yourself. No one can advocate for you like you can advocate for you. And sometimes you have to advocate for you against you. That kind of sounds corny. Kind of my major takeaway from this that I hope whoever sees this takes away from this. Have a work-life balance that makes sense for you. That's it. That's all I got. We'll see you next week.